Fight number 2 will also be in the lightweight division. TIKI, 23 years old, who is trained by Tito Ortiz, will take on Bob Cook, who is trained by Frank Shamrock. And it was less than 6 months ago that Tito Ortiz and Frank Shamrock fought right here in this building for the middleweight championship. There is Tito Ortiz trailing his fighter, TIKI, 23 years old, from California, talking to us about training in Huntington Beach.
I work out in Huntington Beach, and a lot of the good fighters from UFC and other organizations happen to live there and train there, so I've had the benefit of training with a lot of people. And training for this fight, I've been fortunate enough to train with John Lewis, who has showed me a lot in cardio, technique, and jiu-jitsu. So I hope to come in and show everybody what I can do and come out on top.
All right, TIKI. Tito told me earlier today TIKI is a great athlete who kicks like a mule.
Well, he's well-rounded, physically strong, good striking, so he'll use his hands, and of course he'll use those leg kicks.
So TIKI makes his debut inside the octagon. Asked about his training, he said, "Can I just tell you, it has been hell." Let's see what he does in his debut as he gets set to take on Tito's opponent, Frank Shamrock's Crazy Bob Cook. Crazy Bob is from North Fork, California. Now that is prevalent to know because he drives 3 hours each day to fight with Frank, and he's excited.
I'm excited to be here. A little bit nervous. It hasn't really hit yet. I think it'll hit when it comes time to start warming up. And maybe when I show up at the arena and see the cage and all that. UFC is the big show, so it's great to be a part of it. And carry on tradition. I got to do well.
Now you talk about dedication. He drives 3 hours each way to the gym. Frank Shamrock's top student, submission specialist.
That says one thing, dedication. And he's going to one of the best at it, submission specialist, comfortable striking. And if he's Frank Shamrock's top student, he's got to have good skills on the ground and a heart that'll carry him the entire distance.
TIKI, 23 years old. Bob Cook, 30 years old. Both well-versed in submissions. TIKI, a bit taller, 4 inches taller. They are both lightweights coming in at 169.9 or less for the matchup. Could this one be as good as the lightweight fight we just saw? Let's get set for it. Here's Bruce Butler.
Our next fight is a lightweight fight consisting of 3 5-minute rounds, beginning with the fighter standing to my left. He is a submission fighter with a mixed martial arts record of 4-0, standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 169 pounds, and fighting out of Huntington Beach, California. He is making his octagon debut. Please welcome TIKI! And his opponent. Right, he is a submission fighter with a mixed record of 3-0, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, in at 167 pounds, and fighting out of North Fork, California. Please welcome Crazy Bob Cook. Forget him, Bobby.
Now, Bob is known for the Crazy Bob Special. That refers to the knee scissors that he gets people in a lot. He says it is like torture. We had one great lightweight fight to start the evening, ready to get the second one started. Big John McCarthy.
Right, here we go. Ready. Are you ready? Get it up!
So here we go. Lightweight fight 2, and they both come out quickly.
Oh, some nice knees. Cook puts... Whoa, Cook had TIKI down, but now TIKI rallies Cook puts him in the guard, and they go from there. What a flurry. And one has to wonder, with the amount of energy, if they keep this kind of pace going, Tiki had to go. Arm bar!
Oh, my. Looking for the arm bar. Looking for a tap.
Oh, and he gets out, and he gets out again.
Oh, my. Tiki and Cook. Here we go. This is the one thing that I love about UFC debuts. We don't know what to expect.
Don't know what to expect, and everyone believes they need the win to further their career. But with great fights like we've had so far, even the people who have lost have made a great impression.
Tiki has the footwear on, the balder head. Bob Cook has the eyes on the back of his trunk.
One thing about Tiki is he cut some weight. It took him extra long to make the weight class, and that may pay dividends to Bob Cook.
Look at those.
Oh, and he gets rocked by a punch.
Oh,
He's in trouble.
over. All right, but the flurry stops. Trying to stay up is Tiki. He can't bring him down.
Good balance by Tiki to keep them there. Cook on the ground.
You know, the interesting thing is Tito and Frank's relationship is one of great friendship. But now in this same building, their fighters compete against each other here tonight.
Well, there always will be rivals based on they had a great fight for the middleweight championship. But it's also recognized by all the young fighters now that you've got to move towards those who were successful and learn from them. And Shamrock's career, not over, though he's vacated the title. Ortiz's obvious stock is still rising, probably just like NASDAQ in those techs.
Tito will join us in the broadcast position a little later. Right now, though, he is a coach and a fan of his fighter, Bob Cook.
Cook seems to have weathered the storm, but he got stunned. Nice left by Cook.
So Bob, Cook, and Tiki.
Nice defense by Tiki. He's able to rip the arms up of that double and not allow Cook to finish it.
So Tito and Tiki together. Bob and Frank together. And they fight here in the first of 3 5-minute rounds.
He was circling the wrong way against the southpaw. Cook loading up with that left.
I mean, this fight just got right underway. You want to talk about taking let's get it on literally. Cook
Shamrock,
and Tiki have done that.
I guarantee you Shamrock's smart enough to have told his fighter to set a blistering pace early. Try to zap Tiki of energy so that it's going to pay big dividends in the third round.
And that is somewhat of the strategy that Frank Shamrock used in defeating Tito Ortiz.
Absolutely no doubt about it.
So Tiki at 23 years old.
Still can't get him off the ground.
Incredible balance there. And now it goes down again, but not in the direction that Cook wanted.
He wants it down. He wants to look for submission. He's already had him locked up in an armbar, couldn't finish it. Tiki had to lift him up and muscle him around. I guarantee you that takes energy, and your adrenaline's cooking. You realize a little mistake and he's going to set it. So I got to believe that Tiki's a little bit winded here.
Jeff had mentioned that Tiki had to cut some weight. Oftentimes it will gas you throughout the evening, working your body in the fashion in which he needed to get to the lightweight weight requirements of 169.9 or less. Tiki's going to let him up. Cook back to his feet.
Good ploy there. You don't want to bounce up until that other fighter gives you room.
The right glances off the chin.
Oh, right hand, another one.
And another big right. And a left connects with Tiki. A left and a right. Combinations. You hear Shamrock calling for the knee?
30 seconds,
Cook trying to give it 30 seconds in round one. Thank you, Frank Shamrock. And down they go.
Tiki is straight up and down. His knees get locked while he's there.
That'll close up the scoring gap in round
there's no
one.
doubt. Hands on hips, a sure indication of fatigue. And now his hands are being carried mid-chest.
Final seconds of round one.
What a round. Great round.
My, oh my. You know, it's interesting. I said to Frank right before the show tonight, Frank Shamrock, I said, you know, a year ago, nobody knew Randleman, nobody knew Ortiz, nobody knew Hizzo. Now tonight, we're starting to get to know these young men.
Absolutely. There's lots of them out there, particularly in the last 3-4 years, the hybrid style, learning those 4 skill sets. And look at the flurry by Cook at the end, driving Tiki against the fence. Had him on the rope, so to speak.
Okay, good. In swell. Give me in swell.
Here, got it.
You know what? There's nothing like the UFC.
No, there's not.
Except no substitutes.
Hey, good fucking position. Hey, good position. Keep your fucking hands up. Circle.
That's Tito Ortiz you can hear talking to his student. Tiki, the lightweight. There you see a shot of it. Tiki, who started kickboxing at 17 years old, is 4-0 in mixed martial arts. Great stand-up as we saw there.
Hey, Tiki, think and relax. Think and relax, Tiki.
We are underway in round 2.
Let's see how much energy Tiki has here. It seemed like he spent an awful lot. It's not to say that Cook didn't.
They came out at a little different pace, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And Cook finished with that 30-second flurry that Shamrock tried to use and did use successfully against Tito Ortiz.
Now, Bob Cook first went to the Lion's Den, and then when Frank left, Bob trained at Frank's gym and the Lion's Den.
Left hand on the button by Kirk.
So they've been together for a while. Tiki trying to deliver again. Combinations now. That one was blocked nicely. Good defense.
Oh, he's going to get the takedown. And now we'll get to see Cook in the top position.
He's in a half guard now.
Look for him to try to snake that left knee through and work to the mount.
He almost had the side mount there, Jeff.
There it is, mount.
There you go, full mount. Now this potentially could be trouble.
Well, it's recognized in jiu-jitsu and MMA as the second worst position to be in. The first is giving up your back while on your belly.
Susceptible for a choke. Spinning, and here you go. Here you go. Possibility of a choke here.
And certainly that's what Cook, there it is. He set it in, has the full heel. Here it is.
There you go. What a great explanation of the 2 trouble spots in which he put himself in.
Well, most people turn away from punches, and when you do, in MMA, in comes the choke. I'll tell you what, their coaches, Shamrock and Ortiz, had a classic fight. Tell you what, that was a classic fight as well.
You want to talk about tacticians? How about that? Bob Cook gets the full mount. Tiki shows his back. Boom! It is over. And Shamrock defeats Ortiz in another fashion here tonight in Lake Charles.
I think we're going to see more rivalry between Shamrock and Ortiz, maybe some day down the road in another fight, but certainly between camps.
How about the way that Tiki came out to start this thing, though?
He came out big. He really hit Cook early, and Cook had no real good double leg success, even though he shot 3-4 times. Tiki's sprawl and ripping up the hands, super job in defending. And at the end there, once he was able to take his back, in went the choke, locks it up tight right there, and it was just a matter of seconds before he tapped and John McCarthy stopped the fight.
The fight stopped round 2, 140. And the winner is Bob Cook. For the official word inside for the decision from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you have just witnessed was a war between 2 lightweight opponents, with the winner by tap out at 1 minute, 30 seconds of the second round. The winner is Crazy Bob Cook. Let's have a big hand for Tiki.
Both of these competitors, as it was in fight number 1 tonight, showing us that the future is very bright here in the Super Bowl of Mixed Martial Arts. Pulver and Velasquez went at it. Pulver with the victory in the second round. And then this man, under Frank Shamrock, able to lock that chokehold in and finish the fight.
Well, Tiki was mounted and was threatened with strikes, and he turned, and immediately Cook adjusted, took his back, rear naked choke there, tight, and as soon as he had it locked in with the double heel hook in, there was no escape, had to tap out.